They always say, don't judge a book by its cover. Tonight, we're going to look at some pretty bad album covers right here in the Hairband Basement. Welcome to the Hairband Basement. I'm your host, Basement Brian, and tonight we're going to look at just bad album covers. The ones that look terrible, they look stupid, or they're just plain confusing. Before I get to that, let me get through all my stuff. You can find me at X, formerly known as Twitter, at HB Basement. Always talking music there. You can also find me on Stationhead. Download the app and you can listen to my show every Friday night at 8:30. That's Eastern Standard Time, where I'm always playing the deepest of tracks from this genre of music. So if you're sick of hearing the same old songs from the hair metal genre, I play deep cuts. Download the app, put my Hairband Basement in the search, and tune in. All right, with that, tonight I am talking about those crappy album covers that are just, they make no sense. They look terrible, or they're just god awful shit that for some reason either the band or the record company decided, let's go with this. Let's put that out there. That's the first thing we want to show the potential buyer, a crappy album cover. One thing with that, I think any album with just a picture of the band is lazy and lame, especially if your album has a title to it where you could have done something with some kind of picture or something more interesting than just the band. I mean, there are a few exceptions. If you have maybe a caricature of the band, or maybe the band is doing something, something interesting, or something happening to them. There are some few exceptions that became iconic. Look What the Cat Dragged In by Poison, Night Songs by Cinderella come to mind, though it's just the band, but they kind of show what the genre was all about. There are a couple other exceptions. One is Kiss in makeup. So any like all the albums from especially the 70s, that just looks cool. I think Night Creatures, that's a pretty cool looking album cover, even though it's just the band. But my first couple albums are by Kiss, and they kind of fit this mold. The first one is Lick It Up by Kiss. You have a title, and you just show the band. I mean, the best thing that kind of makes sense, Gene has his tongue out. Again, we get it, Gene. That's your thing. Every picture you have your tongue out. I guess that's the Lick It Up portion of the album cover. It looks totally 80s. What they're wearing looks totally 80s. Look at Vinnie Vincent. I thought for years he was wearing a like a sweater vest thing. Turns out he's wearing some kind of dress shirt, which looks just as stupid. Wow, that's real rock and roll. You're wearing a dress shirt. That looks ridiculous. It just looks horrible in that picture. I think what looks just as ridiculous, if you look at the cover for Asylum. I don't know what they were thinking. That looks even more 80s somehow.
Now I need your help to get back to the year 1985.
Somehow they're able to figure out, you know what? Our album from 83 isn't 80s enough. Let's make the next album even more 80s. It's got neon colors. You just look at this thing. The lipstick or the colored lips look stupid. You named it Asylum. What, are they all crazy people in a neon bright 80s insane asylum? I don't know what the fuck that is. That's terrible. They could have done anything else. Then again, I'm sure Gene was like, I think we should go with this picture. And they're all like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, Gene. Yeah, whatever you say. Whatever you say. You know what the fuck you're talking about. Next album, a lot of people go crazy for. They say it's this band's best album. I think it's decent. I don't think it's their best. Definitely not my favorite. But I am talking about the album Motley Crue released in '94. Oh, come on! It just basically says Motley Crue. Yeah, we know. In 1994, it says on the side of the CD, it says on the side of the cassette, because cassettes was a little fucking thing then. We know who it is. I guess they needed to remind us, oh, wait, we're Motley Crue, even though our lead singer and vocalist is not with us anymore. Just please remember us who we are. I mean, it's really lazy. This is just really lazy. They could have put anything, something. This would almost make sense if you had a picture of the band, because you got a new guy on vocals for you. Put a picture of the band there. Nope, you just say this is the band, this is us. Yeah, it doesn't sound anything like us, and we made music way better than we used to, but it's still Motley Crue. Cover there proves it. I don't know. I don't know why they did that. The next one, this one, a great album. I think it's probably one of the most fucking confusing album covers that I'm going to talk about tonight, if not of all the genre. And that's Riot Fire Down Under.
What in the ass?
A great album, but what the fuck are we looking at here? What is this? Looks like some kind of seal that's sweating? Or is it a dog? I don't know what this shit that thing is. And it's in hell, or like its house on fire, or its den, whatever the fuck seals live in. That is. I don't know what's going on there. It's just a sweaty ass, hairy, seal looking weasel thing getting all roasted. This is just stupid. And I actually went on X and asked people, X one known as Twitter, and I asked people what are some terrible covers, and then someone brought up this one. Riot's Narita, I hope I'm saying that right, album. I don't know what the fuck. You got that seal thing again in with red skin and Speedos on. He's holding an axe and he's squatting over a bunch of skulls. Did he kill those? Did that thing kill those people? Is he shit? It looks like he's shitting on them. Looks like he's squatting over them. He's gonna take a big massive dump. I don't know what's going on there. And for some reason, there's a plane in the background. Is he on? Is it an airport? Is he shitting on skulls on a runway? I have no clue what the hell this is or what's going on. If you have an idea, say it in the comments. I'm just looking at a fucking seal bodybuilder monster thing ready to take a big, huge dump on a bunch of skulls that I guess he killed because he's badass. I don't know what that is. Good God. Try harder next time, folks. All right, the next one. I actually didn't buy this album because of this stupid, ridiculous looking cover. And I'm talking about the one and only album by Heavy Bones. It was self-titled.
Fuck.
Look at this thing. I don't know what the hell this is. Is this some kind of fucking, I don't know, Dungeons and Dragons fucking monster? This album cover causes critical damage to your eyes. I don't know what the fuck this is. It looks like a goddamn 7-year-old drew this. I don't know what's going on. And somebody, either the band or the record company, went, yeah, let's go with this. This is going to sell a lot of albums. This is really going to push this album. I don't know what that is. Like I said, I didn't buy this album because of this fucking cover. Though, a big mistake on my part. That was a stupid call because this is a killer album. But that is just some nightmarish shit that a kid had. That kid needs therapy. Holy God. All right. The next one. This one, all right, I'm going to say this. I don't think the cover is terrible, but it is confusing as fuck. And I'm talking about Winger's self-titled debut album. What are we looking at here? What is this? I like it, don't get me wrong, but I don't know what it is. It looks, it's confusing as shit. And it looks like some bad Pablo Picasso painting on a hair metal album. What? You got some weird fucking triangle face thing with a green eye ray beam coming out of one of its eyes and a clock eye. And I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. Oh, it boggles the mind. The thing that gets me, I know that you look in the bottom right corner, it says Sahara. I know the band was supposed to be named that, and they decided to go with Winger. Okay. But then they kept it. Maybe make the album name Sahara. Nope. And it's like, what did the record company go? That's you change the name to Winger. That's cool. We'll accept that. So then I guess we're removing the Sahara part off the album, and it's Kip like, nope. So are you gonna name the album that? And Kip's like, nope. So we should change it then, right? Nope. Let the fans fucking figure it out. I mean, it looks cool on a T-shirt. Don't get me wrong, but that's just confusing as all shit. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. All right, the next one. I like this album. I remember getting this back in the day. I got it on cassette because I'm an old fuck, but it is the "Don't Touch Me There" by Silent Rage. Let's look at this delicious cover here. I don't know why. There's just a dude hanging out with no shirt on. I think it's someone in the band. I know that. If you look at the video for Rebel with a cause, they all have no shirts on and shit. I'm not really matching up the nipples and six pack on the album cover to the people in the video, but I think that's one of the guys in the band. I doubt he looks like that still though. Oh my god, I wonder what he looks like now. It ain't that. It definitely ain't that. But it's like, don't touch me there. Where exactly? Your nips? Or maybe lower than your six pack or below the waist? I don't know what's going on there. They could have had like, I don't know, women's hands touching him, something. It's just a shirtless dude. That's good. Going up to buy this at a record store, like, yeah, I like to buy this. And they just look at you like, okay, that'd be $10, please. Thanks. It's so fucking weird. Ah, do something. They could have done anything. And then the "Don't Touch Me There" is in script, to class it up. All right, the next one. It, they weren't famous for being glam at the time, but I'm talking about Pantera at the time when they were Glam Terra. And let's look at their Metal Magic album cover. Oh god, that's fucking stupid. What is going on here? What is it with these bands with the monster-headed bodybuilder speedo wearing things on their album covers? I don't get this. I don't know what the hell's going on here. And it looks like a 14-year-old freshman with minimal artistic talent drew this in his notebook during fourth period math class. I don't know what this is. It just looks stupid. Again, the band went with it for some fucking reason. Maybe someone they knew drew it. Maybe it was their 14-year-old brother. Who the hell knows? But it looks like this steroid-riddled cat man is holding the sword the wrong way. Like, what is going on here? Am I supposed to be like, ooh, that thing's badass? It's got a sword and a cat face and a six-pack. Wearing Speedos and a belt for reasons. I don't know what the fuck that is. I have no clue what the hell I'm looking at there. Oh my god, that's horrible. All right, the next one is Dirty But Well Dressed by Beau Nasty. So let's see that. No. No. No, that's not it. No. There it is. The story goes that the record company came up with this thing and kind of sprung it on the band. Like it wasn't even their idea. So they look like the three fucking musketeers for reasons. Makes no sense to me. Are they even dirty? Like I don't get it. So when you get well dressed, you look like you're fucking the 1600s. And well, then again, in the 1600s and the Renaissance, everybody was fucking dirty anyway. They weren't showering and bathing on a regular basis because they were filthy bastards. But it's like, here's Beau Nasty wearing their finest 17th century apparel. Look out, ladies. Swashbuckling may be in the cards. I don't understand. Like, why? again, were people gonna look at this and be like, I gotta get this? These guys are dressed like D'Artagnan. I love the candy bar, so I gotta get this album. Ugh, horrible. All right, the next one I think is one of the most confusing. I don't know what the hell's going on here. It is Reach for the Sky by Ratt.
You serious?
What in the ass is this? It's all right. Let's try and break this fucking thing down. First of all, it's got a flying. I think it's a book with the name of the album on it. Okay, but then you got. I guess the hand is reaching for the sky. I don't know what that is. I don't know. And it looks like it's in a cast, or is it paper mache? I don't know what this shit the arm is even in. The hand's coming out of something, a burlap sack. That's just weird. And then for some reason, you have Athena there wearing steampunk glasses and has a perm.
Hear me, vain and foolish mortal woman.
Wow, this is bad. I do like the album, though. I'm going to say that was my first Ratt album, and Way Cool Jr. was my first real, at least I remember, introduction to the band. So I got this on CD. I don't know what's going on in this cover. I have no clue what the hell I'm looking at. It's just weird. It's just so fucking weird. All right. The next one. All right. The next one. This one is a twofer, I'll say this. It's the first two albums by Britny Fox. First, you got their debut album where it's just the band dressed like George Washington. I don't understand that. Are they going to go play the troubadour after signing the Declaration of Independence? I mean, that just makes no sense to me. I get maybe if it was 86 when Cinderella was still kind of doing the same thing, but this is 2 years later and nobody was doing this. And how the hell do you play in that? Like, you're on stage under lights dancing around. You gotta be sweating your ass off wearing fucking a wool outfit and goddamn, the whole founding fathers routine. They wore layers of shit. I don't know how they did that. That's just impressive in itself. What's even worse is their second album, Boys in Heat. Now, the story is they didn't come up with the album name. They didn't come up with the album cover, both of which are absolute shit. The album is great, but this fucking thing, I don't know. I'm trying to explain this. They outdid themselves in the second album than they did with the first one. But it looks like, I don't know if you remember Garbage Pail Kids. That's what those fucking things look like. And it's like some kind of weird POV anime bukkake picture. Like, you're just not in the right spot where that camera's coming from. And it looks horrible. I don't know what is happening there. It's just, so bad. The one guy's looking over his shoulder like, hey, you dig this album cover? No, we don't. That is just bad. That's... I know my friend Trevor from the Crash Course Metal Show loves both those album covers. I don't know why. This just looks stupid. All right, with that, those are some pretty damn bad album covers. Man, those are horrible. Those are just horrible. Let me get through my stuff because I'm sure I'll come back and revisit some more bad album covers. But these are just ugh. Again, look for me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at HB Basement. Always talking music there. Download the Station Hat app. Check out my show on Fridays at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And, go through the same old. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, or go to hell. And until next time, keep your hair high and your metal horns even higher. Take care.
Brian, what the hell are you talking about? Oh, no.